welcome back, guys. Over the break, I just checked on my mascarpone cheese and it looked beautiful, so I went ahead and stuck it back in the fridge while everything else is working. I've got my sauteed veggies here with that bacon. Looks incredible. That's coming together nicely. I've also, in this other pan here, I've got my onions and bacon that's cooking for the potatoes. And those look like they're about ready, so I'm going to go ahead and add the potatoes now. You'll remember these are the Yukon Gold potatoes that we par cooked earlier, so they're a little bit soft, they're still firm. Just going to dump those in there. Give that a quick stir. Just mix up the onions and the bacon in there. And those look amazing. All right. Go ahead and season them with a little salt and pepper too.
Hey, Kim.
Oh, hey,
it smells
Katie.
amazing in here. What are you making?
Oh, I'm making a giant brunch menu today. This is the frittata that I started. These are the vegetables and the bacon that I'm going to be putting in the frittata.
Okay.
So just a few minutes, I'll add the egg to that. And then here I have the Lyonnaise potatoes. And those are those Yukon Gold potatoes cooked with onions.
Okay.
You said you were going to help me out later with
Yes,
making some
definitely.
trifle,
Can I
right?
give you a hand?
Yeah. Could you actually go to the fridge and just
Sure.
grab me some eggs? There's a little bit of cheese in there too and some butter.
Okay, definitely.
Perfect. So while Katie's grabbing that, I'm going to season up our potatoes. Also going to season up our vegetables too with a little salt and pepper. And these are standard seasonings for everything. That's perfect. Thank you so much, Katie.
No problem. There you go.
Thanks. So I'll see you later so you can help me out. Thanks. All right, so while that stuff is hanging out on the stove, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of our ingredients together for the frittata. You'll remember I have the 3 egg whites here from earlier that I used the yolks for the mascarpone cheese. So I think I'm going to add probably 3 more eggs to this. So it looks like it should be good. So just give that a quick crack, just like that. These eggs are kind of small, so maybe I'll put 4 more in. Yeah, I am feeding a crowd today, so perfect. All right, 4th egg. And I do need to grab actually a little bit of cream for this too, so I'm going to go back to the fridge, rinse off my hand real fast. Perfect. All right. And I have here a little bit of heavy whipping cream. This will make the eggs a little bit creamier, adds something special to the eggs. So you don't want to put too much because you don't want them too runny, so maybe just a couple teaspoons. Looks pretty good. And then we're going to beat everything together. So break those yolks a little bit. We'll just give that a quick stir in there. And the great thing about the dish that we made today is that this has a little bit more egg white than it has egg yolk, so this is going to be actually a much healthier frittata than I normally make, but we'll make up for it with all the bacon and stuff in the dish. All right, so that looks good. Toss that around one more time. Okay. Let me stir my vegetables just one more time. Those look great. These vegetables are browning very nicely, so they're going to have a nice roasted flavor when they're in frittata. Go ahead and season my eggs. A little bit of salt, fresh cracked black pepper. That's good. I like a lot of pepper in my eggs. You can put as much as you want. A little bit of sea salt. All right, stir that around. The last thing we're going to add to this is we're going to put in a little bit of a shredded mixed cheese. This will help the eggs bind together and add nice flavor as well. There's about 3/4 of a cup there. You can use whatever cheese you want. Use something that melts really well. Usually cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, Swiss cheese, anything like that works. Make sure it is shredded so that you can mix it into the eggs. Just going to toss that together. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this to our pan. All you want to do is just pour it right on top, just like that. Make sure you cover those veggies. And again, this is going to look like an omelet without being folded, so stir it around just a little bit to make sure those eggs get incorporated into the dish. And give it a little shake. You want to leave it on your stovetop just until the eggs start to set. And then we're going to transfer it to the oven to start baking. That looks good. Let that hang out for just a second. Check on our potatoes here. Potatoes look fantastic. Got that nice crispy bacon, beautiful caramelized onions. Now the only thing that we're missing from this dish is a little bit of butter. You got to put butter in everything, especially when it comes to potatoes. This gives it a nice creamy flavor. So I've got some butter here. put in about 2 tablespoons of butter in this. You can put as much as you want. I would normally add more, but I did put bacon in my potatoes today, so I'm trying to be good. There we go. Just slide that right on in. And we'll give that a quick toss just to get that butter working and get it melted all over those potatoes. That looks fabulous. Now our eggs look like they're setting up pretty nicely too. You'll start to see it looks like, you know, they're starting to solidify. There's just a little bit of runniness on top, and that's just about where you want them. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this into the oven to let it finish cooking. There we go. Just put it right in the middle of the rack. And that oven was preheated to 350 degrees. So while that's baking, I'm going to take one more quick break. I think Katie will be back to show us how to make that coffee trifle, so stick around, it's coming up next.